In every moment of struggle, there lies a choice: rise or remain. True strength isn't born from comfort. It's forged in the fire of relentless effort. This is the path to greatness. It's not easy, but nothing worth having ever is. Desireless. Become more.
Moving on to our second point on becoming a Division I football player is focusing on film rather than anything else. Coaches can tell you all they want. They want you at a camp. They want to know your 40. They want to know your broad jump. Ultimately, you are not going to get recruited if you don't have great film. These are what coaches are looking at on a daily basis. I can count on many hands where I go into the recruiting offices and they are watching college film. They are watching high school film, and they're seeing and evaluating players on how many touchdowns they're scoring, how explosive they look, plays that they're making. Are they making their competition look easy? That is the biggest thing that coaches are looking at before they even throw an offer out. They are going to watch your film. They are going to see how you are performing on the high school level, and they are seeing if you can translate that same skill set to the college level.
Yeah, I would say, like, this is something, I know I'm bringing a lot of stuff personally, but something I wish I would have emphasized enough. Like me, it was a couple times, where I was in my sophomore, junior year, and I had to play JV, and I was like, man, I don't want to play JV. In my mindset, I was being so, like, what does they call it? Hedonism? What is that one? Hedonism?
Almost you couldn't put your pride aside on.
Yeah, kind of like I couldn't put my pride aside because I'm like, bro, like, yeah. JV, I can't. But me looking back, I'm like, bro, those were opportunities. Those were games to stack film. Like, at the end of the day, if it's JV varsity, we've seen a guy in our conference who had JV film and he got Power 5 offers. This during the time where Cincinnati was getting recruited, but it wasn't like how it is now. And he was getting like Florida State, Penn State, all these big time schools because he dominated on the film. No matter if it was JV, varsity, he was dominating. And I feel like that's one of the most important things is, are you dominating? Are you explosive? Do you stand out in your film? Rather if it's freshman, if it's JV, if it's varsity, the film tells it all. Yeah. Like I said, they can invite you to the camp. They can have you running 40. They can do all these things, but the film says it all. Even now, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're even in college, like when I was back at Ohio, and they were recruiting guys out of recruiting at the transfer portal, they're still even looking back to their high school film. What were these guys like in high school? Because they want to see the potential. They want to see it, and the main thing is film. Understand, everybody wants to go to the camps and everybody wants to do these recruiting services, but at the end of the day, you should be focusing on getting the film. If you're a guy and you're not playing that much on varsity, go to your coach and be like, can I play tomorrow in that JV game? Go and start. Get that film, because that's what really matters. Show your skill set. Even if you're underrated or something like that, even if you you got a few varsity snaps, play that JV game. Don't be like me. Put your pride aside, because that's still an opportunity. Like Saquon Barkley got his first offer. He talked about in the podcast, and he was off JV film. He said all his JV from Rutgers. He got offered by Rutgers, man. And that started. When you get that one offer, that kind of starts up everything, man.
Rolling,
the film is crazy. I don't think
even on your point about the JV, playing JV, take pride in anytime you step on that field, take pride in yourself. Anytime you step on that practice field, game field, give it your all. You know what I mean? You never know when it's gonna be your last time playing football. Ooh. And that's just real. Have a respect for the game, and the game will respect you back. So I really, truly think anytime you step on that field, you need to be giving it your all. And not only take opportunities where you might be playing freshman or you might be playing JV, that's where you go to prove yourself.
For real.
That's where you show coaches where it's like, okay, this guy can actually play a little bit. Let's see if we can, put him at kickoff return, or let's see if we can put him on kickoff and run down there and hit somebody. That's where you kind of build yourself up. And me and Kevin, we both played some JV games, and ultimately it helped almost prepare you for varsity in a way, because you are playing against a couple older guys.
Yeah, there are there's some juniors, there's sophomores, there's some freshmen who got moved up.
Yeah,
it's a decent talent pool. Obviously, it's not compared to the Friday Night Lights of varsity singing, but you still have a chance to prove yourself. You still have a chance to go out there and ball out. That's something I wish I would have got out of my head. I was just man, I'm not playing. Even when I was a junior, I was some games I played. I was like, bro, I'm not playing. I remember one time, bro, I was so mad, bro. It was it was Moeller game, right? It was Moeller game. And I'm not gonna lie, this gonna sound like a hater, but that's when Dion came in and like low key went crazy. You know, like they was kind of shutting you down, but Dion came in went crazy. I'm like, bro, I'm almost like, bro, that should be me. You know, like I should be in the game. You know, and I was like, bro. And then like, you know, they asked me to play JV game. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing it. And they basically like kind of made me in a sense. So I went to the game, bro. I kid you not, bro. I had the worst attitude. I was disrespecting the game. I had the worst attitude. I didn't play it all. I went in one series, got the ball, didn't even try. I was just so angry on the sideline. They asked me I want to go. I'm like, no, you know, B-Tums, ODJ going. I'm like, I did not, bro. And like thinking back, I'm like, bro, how much of an idiot? Because like I said, like, because it's film, you know, like it's still like
it's film.
During that time, it was the guy that we was playing against. He's in the NFL, you know, and he was going out there, he was balling out and everything. And I let my, you know, my pride get in the way of like, you know, the love of the game. At the end of the day, it's football, man. It's like I have a chance, like God's giving me an opportunity to play football. Not a lot of people have that chance. They might not have the athleticism, and they might even have the physical ability to play the game. And at that point, I was disrespectful for the game, and that was something that really could have helped out. Because like I said, at the end of the day, the film triumphs all. If you're balling out, you're balling out.
That's simple. You take advantage of every opportunity that you get and make sure that it shows up on film, because film matters.
But what would you say? Okay, the guy, you know, he's going to the right high school. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get film no matter what. He don't care if it's varsity, if it's JV. Like, okay, like what should they be displaying in their film to really separate like them? Because you know, coaches get a lot of film, and in reality, they watch. I'm be honest, the first play gonna say everything, bro. Yeah. The first play is gonna. Am I gonna keep watching? Or am I gonna close this out?
No, 100%. That's a great point, and it kind of. We'll say this for another video on how to edit your highlight tape, but you want to put your best highlights at the beginning of your tape. I've watched a lot of highlight tapes where guys will put like some of their best plays in the middle or the end, and I'm like, buddy, coach did not watch that far. You might have messed up your opportunity because you put that great film in the back or in the middle. So make sure your best plays are in the front. But going off your point of saying what should you be displaying in your film, first and foremost, like I said before, coaches want to see you make high school look easy. So obviously you're playing Division I football, and it takes a whole nother step, a whole nother level. So you should be at the most making high school look easy. You should be looking faster, more athletic, and more skilled than everybody that you're going against, you know? So I think that's the three main things: is make sure that you are looking skillful, you are looking fast, and you have somewhat of athleticism that they can see can develop and translate to the next level. What about you? What you think?
For me, like I said, I definitely think looking at, like, you know, talking to the recruiters at my school, even just watching film for myself, because I'm not like, you know, when I watch film, I'm a big football fan. I love the game. So like, I'm looking, okay, is this game really like stand out? And like one of the biggest things I say is like explosiveness. Like if you have that suddenness, that explosive ability, that speed, like speed kills, and no matter what sport you play, speed will always kills, man.
Right.
Like so, like if you can show that you're more explosive than everybody, say you're a receiver, a running back, a defensive back. If your first play is you get the ball and you break it down the sideline, you're outrunning angles, they're gonna look at you a different way. They're gonna, cause like speed, like it's not very common, and if you got elite speed, that's something that can really like pop out. So I'll say one thing is explosiveness and then aggressiveness. Mm-hmm. You know, at the end of the day, football is football. Coaches love, they understand like the mental fortitude you need, the mental capacity that you need to excel at the game of football, because you're gonna be battling through injuries, you're gonna be battling through a lot of things that are going on. So like if you're showing your toughness, you know, being aggressive and really showing like, okay, I'm pushing this man against his own will. Like not man, young teenager against his own will, but like I'm better than him. Like I look at him in his eyes, I don't care the scheme.
Right. Like that. No, yeah, and I think coaches also care a lot about how you play when you're not involved. Are you the type of, you know what I mean? Because it's like, are you the type of player that if you don't have the ball, you don't really care? Yeah. Like say you're a running back and you take a fake and you could go lead block, but you don't go lead block, or you don't go pick up a block. Like coaches care a lot about that. It shows your respect for the game, and it shows almost your true character. Who are you when it doesn't involve you? Those coaches, they obviously know that it's about like when you get to college, it's about the team more than anything else. Like they will continue to preach that. They'll shove it down your throat. And
what do you mean by that?
You'll understand that it's about the team rather than yourself.
Yeah, unless you like freaking a Heisman candidate quarterback or something like that. Yeah, it's about the team.
It's about the team.
You're gonna be the team, bro.
Yeah, so team. So show on your highlight tapes that care more about the team rather than yourself. Show some of those clips of you picking up blocks. Show some of those you running down the field with the runner or something along the lines of that, because that's gonna carry a long way.
Yeah. And then like I said, just showing your athleticism, being an athlete.